Hey, Eric.
Hi, Chris.
Well, it looks like Season 8 is coming up soon. We're covering Phantasy Star 4. Have you started playing it yet?
Of course, Chris. I'm about 15 hours into Phantasy Star 4.
Cool. I'm like maybe 2.
I mean, it's like 40 hours in note-taking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just arrived at the town of Molcum.
Molcum.
Yeah.
Okay, is that on the Motavian planet?
Yes.
That's good.
It's early in the game. Anyway, I just wanted to know if you want to go ahead. Yeah,
Do you want to start Phantasy Star 4 now and just give up on Lunar? I have the notes ready. Do you want to start doing that?
Yeah, if you want to.
Record stuff out of sequence?
Yeah, let me check real quick here. Let's read a note from my Phantasy Star notes here. Alice establishes her run shit attitude. Does she have a run shit attitude? You think Alice has a run shit attitude?
Who run it, you mean?
Yeah, like she runs shit?
She run it.
All right. Well, stay tuned for a couple weeks, probably. Maybe soon. Welcome to Retro Game Niche, a comprehensive podcast discussing classic Japanese role-playing games, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to Season 7, Episode 52. My name is Chris, and I'm joined by Eric in the basement with me here again today. Hi, Eric.
It's a beautiful morning, Chris.
Hi. Beautiful morning plays. We're also joined by the RealNet, a collective of chronological cronies who are listening and watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed at patreon.com/retroam.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, a future voice from the computer who has aided Chris in his building of a gecko habitat by buying him the March 1998 Playboy magazine. Do you know why, Chris?
Why?
Because that featured Marlise Andrada, who was Gex's assistant in Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko.
Initializing Fake Net.
Marlise Andrada also played Skylar Bergman on the 8th season of Baywatch, where she famously found a dead body stolen from the morgue.
Wow. Thanks for that, Fake Net.
You're welcome, Christopher. I hope you find Eric's dead body one day.
It's great for the kids' room.
It's really good. Just love branches and dirt.
And biodegradable paper.
Little fake rocks.
After the battle, Chris, we've beaten the shit out of Galleon. He stands defeated. His long hair is all fucked up. His cape is busted. It wasn't time to die for us. It was time to die for him. He coughs and he speaks.
How can this be? My future, my destiny was securely in my grasp. I had only to claim it, and now I am disgraced yet again.
So after that at the end, well, actually, let's hear what he says on PSP.
This is impossible. How could I? The one who holds the ultimate power of a god actually be defeated? No! No! This cannot be!
And of course, in the new version, it's a comprehensive show.
Yes.
How can this be? My future, my destiny was securely in my grasp. I had only to claim it. And now I am disgraced yet again.
Now, I can't speak for the new version of the PSP, but he is an excellent death rattle on Disgraced yet again. Like, it's like some of that shit happening out of the voice. My dude then collapses and falls face down. What other music could play? It's Toward the Horizon. Null is ecstatic. Huh?
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have any notes about the party not being there when he falls down? And they blink into existence after he falls down? Or is that a bug in the remaster?
Were you hallucinating? Were you under the influence of anything when you completed this action?
No, I'm watching it. Like,
okay.
Galleon takes a few steps forward, then he falls down. Then when the song starts to play, all the party, they just blink into the
Hey,
existence.
Fake Nut, stop trying to arrange that Playboy in the aquarium. I know you're still working on that. And look at some footage of the PlayStation version to see if that shit happened in whatever Chris is talking about.
Initializing fake net.
I have viewed the footage and am proud to report Christopher has not been using kratom or any other gas station pills. The party does magically teleport onto the battlefield.
Okay, well, there's your answer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now back to my pornographs.
Null is ecstatic. He says, yeah, we did it, Alex. Alex throws the dots, seemingly discouraged by the murder, but eventually affirms Null's excitement. He concludes, we did it, Null. Alex then looks at Null and then turns around. He approaches the stairs and turns back to face Null and his friends. We have control of the joystick. I put that ocarina in Alex's inventory and I saved my game in case I fuck it up, Chris, because this is the part where you can fuck it up big time in the PS1 version.
Yeah, thanks, Victor.
Did you look up to see what the actual thing, like if you don't have the ocarina, do you fail out of this? Because I have of course, the Unworked Designs version, and I'm sure it doesn't apply to yours, but like, there's something where if you don't have the ocarina, you reach a fail state. Because you can't play it or something.
Let's see what Victor has to say in his own strategy guide.
Like, I was so paranoid, like, something triggered in my brain where I instantly saved my game because I remembered, like, the potential to fuck it up from 30 years ago.
The guide says Galleon is dead and life is good, but life won't be great until you fetch Luna from her magic pedestal. Take a look at Galleon's stiffening corpse. Then...
Jesus.
Yeah, thank you. Then talk to everyone else and, M-, this is extremely important, bold italics. Make sure Alex has Alex's ocarina in his inventory. Walk onto the bottom of the towering staircase and gaze upon the goddess who tells you to skedaddle. I just wanted to get to the part where he said skedaddle because I wanted to say skedaddle.
Did you speak to the Galleon husk?
I don't think I did.
Well, I did, Chris. Alex says, you were one of the 4 heroes, Galleon, and you were one of my heroes, but you were no hero. You were just a jealous little man. Jealous of the man who thought you were his best friend. I don't hate you for what you've done, Galleon. I pity you.
Calling him a jealous little man is a pretty deep cutting insult, I think.
I mean, if your enemy also insults your hero, I mean, you know Galleon shit all over Dine's face.
It's true.
Null tells Alex to worry about Luna instead of Galleon. So I try and talk to Galleon's corpse again, and Null tries to move me along.
Good.
Before talking to my friends, which may have been a mistake, I try to head up those stairs. Did you talk to friends?
I talked to friends.
What did friends say, Chris?
First friend I spoke with is not a friend. His name is Nash. He says, when I think about a world without the goddess Althena, well, it makes me nervous.
Do you think of Nash in this game as like a work friend, an acquaintance? Like, I would never hang out with you, but we're here to do a job, and you only fuck it up half the time.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's a good one. He continues and says, but it also makes me feel proud that she believed so strongly in us, Alex. And I want to earn her trust. I want to build a wonderful future for our world by working together with all of you.
Do you think Nash would join the Weyland-Yutani Corporation to build better worlds under the guise of collecting alien eggs?
I think he absolutely would.
I think he would
as
as well.
He's going to do some fucked up shit.
He's fucking Paul Reiser.
He's fucking Paul Reiser.
He's fucking Paul Reiser, playing the character of Carter Burke in Aliens.
Yes, he is. He's mad about you. Sorry, I was stupid. Cut that one.
It's my only other Paul Reiser piece of information.
I spoke with Nash again. He says the Magic Guild will easily be restored to its former glory as long as I'm involved with it. Mia says, Nash. And then Nash says, or that's what I would have said if I was the way I used to be. Ha 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 ha. Mia says, oh, you scared me. He says, ha ha ha, sorry about that. Mia talks, even though I'm not talking to Mia, but she's got to talk too. She says, I've never seen you laugh like this before. I like it. Nash says he doesn't feel as nervous as he used to be. He doesn't feel like he has anything else to prove. He used to be kind of arrogant, he admits. Null says kind of would be an understatement,
Buddy,
Nash.
yeah.
But now you're a pretty cool guy.
So we found your ass, like, fucking fell for a trap that should be used to trap animals.
Yeah.
And he was arrogant from the start.
Nash has a third round of dialogue.
Oh, God.
Where he says, go and get Luna back, Alex, and we'll start building our future together. Then I spoke with Mia. She says that 15 years ago, Althena and Dime made a decision to change their lives forever. It's not that Galleon didn't understand their decision, he didn't want to understand it.
I've been there.
I think that's probably true. He loved Althena, I'm convinced of it, and he was jealous of the Dragon Master.
The what?
The Dragon Master.
Okay, it sounded like you said Dick Dragon Master.
Yeah, maybe. The Dragon Master. The Dragon Master. The Dragon Master. You think that's true? You think he was jealous of the Dragon Master because of Althena's love? You think this was a love situation?
Oh, for sure. No, I can definitely accept that Dine won Althena's favor by being the head dragon. He was the Dragon Master guy. And then Dine threw all of his power away and Althena threw all of her power away. And it wasn't even to get married. Like they
It was
didn't even
turned
like
into a
have
baby.
to, yeah, like dying with, yeah. So I think like Galleon was, one, upset that it wasn't him, and two, upset that like if it was him, it wasn't the conclusion he would have picked
Gotcha.
for that, which is just, I think expectations not meeting reality and a sense of immaturity. And again, I think we're painting too much into these characters that are kind of just supposed to be binary archetypes.
She goes on and says his heart was wounded and his beliefs were shaken when they chose to become human. They? Is Dragon Master immortal?
They chose to become, I mean, kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's like Dragon Master was full of magic shit. Who's not? I mean, who's not to say that like Althena's protector could live eternally
True.
at like the, in like the fucking guy in Last Crusade.
She goes on, he must have felt like his world was falling apart, and that must have been when he decided to take on the power of a god himself. I can understand how Galleon felt because I'm a weak person myself. Nash says, don't say that, Mia. You're not weak at all. Everyone has a weakness in their hearts.
What do you do when your world falls apart, Chris? Like, do you have like a plan of action?
I take a nap.
Yeah, sleeping or eating can usually fix a lot of problems.
Sleep, go outside.
Ice cream, Donkey Kong Country 3.
I've used Donkey Kong Country 3 for things before, I think.
All right, yeah, me too. Kitty Kong, underrated. Go ahead.
The goddess shielded us from our weaknesses when she took care of us, but she realized that we could work together to overcome it, that we could turn our weakness into strength. I wish Galleon had been able to recognize that.
Best recognize.
After all she's been through, Luna needs you more than ever. Go to her, Alex. Comfort her. Show her yo love. Kyle's next. Kyle says, Galleon was an evil man, Alex. After all the lives he destroyed, he deserved his fate. I agree with you, Kyle. I think.
Children kill old man.
But I have to admit that I admired how hard he fought for what he believed in.
You don't gotta hand it to him, actually.
Yeah, Kyle is trying to hand it to him. It's too bad that all he believed in was himself.
Hold on, isn't that what the fucking Robert E. Lee excuse?
Oh, he was, or that
He fought real hard for what he believed in.
or when you say that like Hitler was a wonderful leader, a great leader, even though he tried to fight a two-front war and then killed himself because he was losing.
Yeah.
Because he's a bitch-made coward, like Galleon.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I guess.
I failed at art school, whatever.
Yeah. Kyle continues and says, maybe I should learn a lesson from Galleon. No, don't do that. And try to not be so stupidly confident. I think that Galleon was stupidly confident.
This is true, yeah.
I don't think Kyle and Galleon are that much different, actually.
I mean, you cannot be an evil, wannabe fascist dickhead without being stupidly confident. I think that's like a prerequisite.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, honestly, being confident is part of any leadership role, but stupidly confident's a different flavor.
Jessica chimes in and says, Kyle wonders what she's mumbling about. If you have something to say, then say it. Jessica says she was just noticing how smart you are when you want to be. I don't think he's being smart, Eric. We just had that conversation.
I think maybe she means when he applies himself.
Maybe so.
Like when he's not thinking about the boozing or the womanizing or the honey bombing.
Well,
or the fighting.
Speaking of, Kyle deploys his winning smile and says, Jess, I've always been smart. I just dumb myself down so you can understand me.
Oh, yes. I must drink to communicate with the women.
Yes. Jessica says, oh, right, Kyle. We could have used the contents of your head to inflate Might's balloon.
Good callback. Nice callback, yeah.
But Might's balloon was not a balloon. It was an airship. He was
a fucking balloon, dude. Oh, well, I see what you mean.
No,
yeah.
There was a balloon from
the Fluffy Bug.
Fluffy Bug balloon. Who is that? Billy? It doesn't matter.
Shira.
Thank
you. Kyle says, oh, yeah? Well, yours too. Jessica says, oh, great comeback, Kyle.
Billy?
What? Billy's my default word, my default name.
Yeah, all right.
Sometimes when I'm goofing off with my kids, I'll pick up from school and say, was Billy at school today? There's no Billy at school.
Oh, okay, right.
Like I do silly stuff like that.
No, I enjoy lying to children as well.
It's great. Jessica says, that one's right up there with your famous I'm rubber, you're glue defense. Null says, no more yelling, please.
Because whatever you say to me bounces off of me and sticks to you.
Yeah. Kyle continues and says, come on, Alex, stop talking to me and start making some sweet music with Luna. Sweet music, kind of gross a little bit. Or better yet, just kiss...
Luna singing harmony. They actually make sweet music. I think that's okay. They literally make music together.
Or better yet, just kiss the girl. Heh.
Yeah. Slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Slipper kisser.
Kisser of slippers. Jessica says, once in a while, I wonder if Galleon did all this because he truly cared about the world.
Yeah, that's it.
But usually I figure he did it because he was a crazy bastard with a lust for power. But I guess we'll never be sure, Alex. But there is something I'm very sure about. Your love for Luna is stronger than Galleon's power over her ever was. I'm a little jealous of Luna. Unlike some guys, you're not embarrassed to show your love for her. Yeah, he shouts her name all the time. That's how he does it. Luna. Kyle says something the matter, Jess. I detect heavy grumbling. Jessica says, yes, something is the matter. Would it kill you to hold my hand once in a while? Kyle grits his teeth and says, come on, Jess. You know I hate public displays of affection. When I see other couples doing it, I always think to myself, get a room.
You said, come on, Jess.
Jess says, I'm talking about holding my hand, Kyle, not making out. There's a difference. Kyle says, yeah, there is. You never want to make out. How are you feeling about this one? Pretty good? Any more scrolls?
Well, no, I'm getting a taste of what it's like when I go down rabbit holes and you just want to put your head in your hands while I continue to talk about mindless dialogue over and over again. Like, it's good that it's coming back to me finally in the closing episode or episodes.
Luckily, Null's here and says, guys, this really isn't the place and time for this little conversation.
This game has too much dialogue. I don't know if we've made that clear yet.
Jessica says, I'll resolve my problems with Kyle later after you stop putting off your destiny and go get Luna. Okay.
I head up those stairs. Alex says Luna's name, and then fireballs fall as music brilliance plays. Kyle wonders what in the world that was, and Null says something shocking. It was Luna. So I thought once we murder-killed Galleon, the spell would be broken and Luna would become Luna instead of demon goddess Althena. But no.
Not happening.
It's no good.
The camera travels up the staircase and rests on Luna, now fully engulfed in a column of white light. She speaks. Humans are forbidden from entering the sacred chamber. And we're starting to mirror the Dine flashback here, right? With whatever that conflict was.
It was, although during Dine's particular sequence, Althena was in control of herself.
Yes.
She was had not been mind warped by Magic Emperor.
But, I mean, surely she was at some other point of conflict, though, right? That's the necessity of the four heroes and Dragon Master there defending her honor.
Yeah.
Alex says Luna's name, but she offers a correction. I am Althena. I am the goddess who made this world and who rules it with impunity. How dare you fail to recognize the face of your creator? Leave here now or be destroyed for your ignorance. Luna then throws more green fireballs at Alex, which he either tanks or it's a warning shot thing where they stop at his feet. In harmony, Luna yells at Alex for desecrating her sanctum.
Dang.
Null asks an important question. Alex, what's happened to Luna? She doesn't know who we are. Alex adds, that isn't Luna. Motherfucking shit, dude. A dialogue box with no portrait loads the following text.
Well, it seems as though the world needs a god after all.
Music, Magic Emperor Galleon plays, and Magic Emperor Galleon stands, rises, and walks toward our party, and I'm like, God damn it, I have no more fucking silver lights left?
Yeah.
Mia can't believe this shit. Jessica wonders, didn't we break enough of your bones, Galleon, or are there a few left for us to snap? It would be funny if she was being literal and he just had, like, arms pointed in weird directions and stuff like that. I guess funny's not the word there. That'd be tragic. Galleon, alive but winded and bleeding from the mouth, offers more taunting text.
I have no need to fight you again when I have already emerged victorious.
Nash can't believe this shit. One, how can you say that? But Galleon has enough breath in his boy body to say,
because collecting the magic of the world has reawakened the goddess within Luna. And better yet, her memories of dying, of being reborn as a human, have been erased. Once more, our world is under the control of absolute power.
Null offers an objection, Your Honor. No, you're lying to us. You are wrong. Music intrigue plays, and Galleon speaks with a real voice once more.
Behold the ruler you must serve. Oh yes, you got what you wanted, but not in the way you imagined. Kneel before the black goddess of Lunar, dragon boy. Kneel and submit to her dark desires. For though I shall perish, I go knowing that I succeeded in tearing your one true love from you eternally and blackened this pathetic world forever.
Ha ha ha.
Well, that's long, so we're not going to play that in harmony, but Chris is going to play the remix version, aren't you, Chris?
I am.
Behold the ruler you must serve. Oh, yes, you got what you wanted. But not in the way you imagined. Kneel before the black goddess of Lunar, Dragon Boy. Kneel and submit to her dark desires. For though I shall perish, I go knowing that I succeeded in tearing your one true love from you eternally and blacken this pathetic world forever.
Galleon then turns his back. He coughs and laughs before exploding and being consumed by black magic.
Finally.
Here it is in the remaster.
I wrote exploding. Did he actually explode? I love when characters explode. Like, did he blow up?
Yeah, black magic, brilliant white light, column of black magic, disappear. I wouldn't say explode, but I would say enveloped by magic and sucked out of this world.
Where did that come from? Like, did he suicide? Was that just like the ethereal being erased him from existence?
When he got down to 0 HP, it set off a ticking magical time bomb in his face.
All of his magic in his body couldn't be controlled, so it like ruptured and
that is a good question.
melted down.
He very well could have just teleported away.
Yeah, teleported away or just fall. I don't know. Music, Dragon Someday plays, and everyone turns around to face Luna. The camera travels back up the stairs as Luna stands alone in a column of light. She throws dots. The camera travels back down the stairs. Alex faces Null and then his friends. Alex throws dots. He hesitates and he says, I'm going to take Luna out of this trance and I'm going to take her home. Null interrupts, but Alex goes on. Alex says, I need you to stay here. This is something I have to do alone. Chris, as a double cat owner, I say this to my cats all the time when I wish to not be disturbed. But all they want to do is be near me, be by me. They worship me.
Does it work?
Sometimes. Sometimes. What I usually do is when they continue, I will pick them up and put them in the sunlight in a different room. And then they like the sunlight more than me, so they stay there. But here, there is the absence of sunlight. Also, Null's never shown an interest in sunlight. God's light.
Only fish.
Mm-hmm. Null, in classic fashion, thinks the rules apply to everyone but him. He says, good, Alex. I'm ready when you are. But Alex clarifies, Null, you stay here too. A dejected Null agrees. I have control. And what do I love controlling more than my conversations with my friends?
Yes.
Let's talk to everyone again.
Let's do it. I love it.
Let's alternate them, Chris. I'll do Nash.
Okay.
Alex, I've learned a lot of valuable lessons on our trip. But hold on, back up. Do you think, like, when they were organizing this game for localization, this is like 10 talk to our friends before doing the final fucking thing, words of motivation. Like, how do you write, what the fuck? Sorry. I'm just like, logistically, like, how do you find something different to say to reinforce your buddy to go do a hard thing? This game has too much, if not enough.
I'm speechless. This game is not speechless, but I am.
Nash says, Alex, I've learned a lot of valuable lessons on our trip, but I just figured out the most important one of all. Whatever happens, we have to fight for the ones we love, because love is the greatest of Althena's gifts. It's the source of everything. Show her your love, Alex. Prove it, Alex. Prove to Galleon that love is the ultimate power.
We love love.
In fiction and storytelling, I understand it, but I think love is the ultimate cop-out for, like, what's the solution to problems. And it's used, I obviously can't cite definitions on the fly like this now that I have this idea, but I think it's like the opening to Love Actually, like shit like that, fucking yuck.
It's not a practical...
It's a great metaphor, but not a practical reality to fix things.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, like, I would even prefer, like, patience and understanding. Or just patience.
Yeah.
But love is, like, a more universal, I don't know.
Love is patience.
Chris,
Love is kind.
Love is, yeah. Oh, you mean the Bible verse that's read at every wedding I've been to in my entire life?
Love is patient, love is kind. Is that where it's from the Bible?
Fignet, what Bible is that from?
Initializing fakenet.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 verses 4 to 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs.
I have multiple memories of people going up and doing readings and starting off with love is patient, love is kind. Like, I have seen that, no shit, like 30, I don't know. However many weddings I've been to that are in churches, it's always that one.
Does anybody ever have any originality? Anyway.
No.
Originality.
Including me.
Yeah. I spoke with Null next.
Mm-hmm.
Null says Luna's waiting for you, Alex, because she loves you and you love her.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking great.
Everything's going to be all right now. I know you can awaken her memories somehow. I know you can revive her heart. I have known you and Luna all your lives, and I know that nothing can come between you, not even Galleon's magic.
So, like, the thing, I know you can awaken her memories, you can revive her heart. Have you ever been getting correctly, usually, yelled at by a spouse, significant other, whatever, and, like, you're thinking of, like, what can I say to solve the problem? And usually there's nothing you can say to solve the problem.
Yeah.
Because the other person's very mad for some various reason. You're not going to say something to, like, awaken a memory to humanize you once again, to correct the mistake that you have made. So I think that's, like, good encouragement, but practically impossible.
That is true. That is true. That's good. Yeah. That only works in anime, I think.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, I'm going to say the one thing that's going to change your heart and mind and make you count down from 10 in your brain. Well, me is next. Galleon says that Luna has forgotten all of her memories, but I know he's lying. He used his evil magic to hide away part of... Okay, so if someone uses evil magic to make them mad, then perhaps you can use memories to defeat that.
Yeah, that's true.
So next time you're arguing with your spouse, just say, you've been corrupted by evil magic. Let me tell you about something.
Yes, here, eat this sandwich. You'll feel better.
Mm-hmm. It's got bologna. Just as he did with my mother. I know you can bring those memories back out, Alex. You've always had the power to do so. I'll never give up on you, Alex. I'll always believe. Good luck, Alex. Luna will remember you, Alex. She'll remember the love you feel and the love you share.
Good. Did you speak with Kyle?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. And he said, you heard her, Alex. She'll kill you if you go up there. But
yeah.
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 But I know that nothing she says is going to stop you. I'd do the same thing for Jess if it was her instead of Luna. Especially if she was wearing the getup Luna's got on.
Guitar twang.
There's nothing your head can't do to stop your heart, is there? Good luck, Alex. Good luck. All I can say is try to make her remember who you are, what you meant to her. Talk to him again and he says, hey, remember that fairy tale where the prince wakes up the sleeping princess with a kiss? You should try that with Luna. You never know. She might just pop right back to normal.
No. Continue.
We don't do that anymore. And when you wake her up, can she kiss me? Because I'm real tired of being a frog.
Okay, so what was your line? You should try with Luna. What followed that?
You never know. She might just pop right back to normal.
Okay, well, I got, hey, the worst that happens is you get a little action.
You get a little action.
You get a little action.
Action.
A little action with the brain-corrupted goddess sister girlfriend.
Something that I would like to think of as like a first word out of my mouth vocabulary thing is referring to any kind of gambling agreement as action. I never do that. Like, I think one of the coolest things you can say is when someone has like a hypothetical bet is to reply, I will take that action and open up the wallet. I never think to do that, but I always think it's very smooth every time someone else does it. The second best use of action that I never do is to describe any kind of like physical love as action, which is what Kyle is doing now, what has been censored out of your video game.
It has been censored.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too. Is it a scrotal?
No, I like it.
Okay, if you like it, it just goes. Okay, it passes.
I will accept that action, Chris.
Okay, take that action.
Jessica, there's only one thing I can do to help you through this, and that's to tell you that I believe in you. Save her, Alex. They fucking phoned that one in.
Yeah.
Also, the healing sound effect was played after she did that. Did she just heal Alex?
Yeah, I guess so. At least in the Working Designs version, the bolts that Luna is going to throw at you take HP.
Oh, wow.
In the Working Designs version.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about.
Dude, what if Luna kills Alex on the steps? That's great.
That can happen.
It's fucking awesome. Jessica continues, don't be afraid, Alex. Tell her how much you love her, and if you can't do it with words, I'm sure you'll find another way to reach her. By the way, these are all hints that you have to physically actually do something.
Are they?
They don't tell... Yeah. If words won't do it, you'll find another way to reach her. Kyle was like, there's nothing in your head that can't stop your heart. Make her remember who you are, what you meant to her. These are all hints that, like, you have a thing that you cannot... Like, to remember the ocarina is fucking crazy, but the whole game being, like, on and off about music, about harmonizing with Luna, like, it's doing a poor job, but it is trying to tell you, hey, you've got an item that's going to solve all of your problems. It does not... They should say the word ocarina somewhere in here. Like, the hint should be stronger, especially for people as dumb as me.
We hadn't learned these lessons yet. It is kind of similar to the final puzzle of Chrono Cross with the order of the elements, where it's not really... They don't really teach you how to do it.
I can't do it.
You keep doing it.
You don't remember that, do you?
No. Fuck no, dude.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I
would love to. You want to do next season on Chrono Cross?
The way to do the Chrono Cross is you have to
the elements in the order. I remember now. You have to use the element. Yeah.
Yes, and there's a puzzle, but it doesn't necessarily give you the
Doesn't
language
the enemy
to solve
potentially interrupt that element?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Like that.
It's not good.
Well, I head up there. Take a few steps, and Luna says, remove yourself from my holy presence at once, or suffer the swift consequences, human. Luna fires more green blasts at Alex, but his sprite steps back to dodge them.
Dodge this.
So you can't get hit, or you can't... I guess maybe there's more. Alex takes more steps up the stairs, and Luna again is angry at his defiance. How dare you ignore my words, Dragon Master? You serve me, and you will obey me. She fires more blasts. In Silver Star Harmony, Alex takes the fire and goes face down. Alex takes more steps, and there should be a meat hitting the ground sound effect when she hits him, but this game's not really big on sound effects.
Yeah. So I think this entire process in the Working Designs version, it will take your HP for each one of these blasts.
And I think
it does not do it in this version.
The ultimate action you have to take, I think, can be done anytime, but you get a bunch of warnings.
The guide tells you to do it at the bottom of the stairs so you don't forget.
Okay.
Basically.
Well, I'm making a podcast, so I have to get all the dialogue out of here.
Yes.
I should have got him killed to see if that had any dialogue. Alex takes more steps, and she hits him again with, you ignore the will of your goddess at your peril, infidel. More blasts. The music stops. One more warning from Luna. I shall not warn you again, Dragon Master. Leave here or go forfeit your soul. It's here where I access Alex's inventory and I blow the Ocarina of Time.
I don't even know if he plays the Ocarina in my version.
That's bullshit.
We're going to find out.
No, we won't.
More and more blasts, then she stops to ask, what are you thinking? I move forward. She says, stop. I move forward. You mustn't come any closer. I move forward. One more step and you will surely die, Alex. So I guess I did, it plays the Ocarina sound effect, but maybe it continues with the dialogue and it only reaches the ending cutscene if you've blown it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not well executed. Why did he do this? Did he ever say why? Did Victor ever say why Working Designs made this change?
He's an asshole?
That's it?
I don't know. I mean, what...
Thought would be cool?
We've thought more about Lunar for a longer period of time and a higher density than most human beings. So what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like...
To play for keeps, to add more a sense of weight and consequence?
Maybe, but also I feel like...
Tell you how important it is to play some music?
It's a little egotistical.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
To think that adding this in there is some... I don't know if this is what he was thinking, but it feels like it was put in there to be look at this brilliant thing that I'm doing to, enhance the storytelling of this game, when in reality, it's just a way to make you fight the final boss again if you didn't save.
Is that, this momentous occasion? Because you've had to have the Ocarina in either Null or yours possession the entire time, right? And do you have access to Null's inventory now? If Null had the Ocarina, I guess your game, it's hard to tell, but if you had given it to Null and didn't have it at Alex, then you're at this point and Null's not in your party, so you can't access Null's inventory and even get the fucking Ocarina?
I did go into my menus on the way up there, and Null was not there. So...
that's also crazy?
It is crazy, and that's what the guy that we read earlier tells you to make sure you put it in Alex's inventory.
But the carrying the Ocarina, to me, is I enjoy... Because you have to carry the entire game. You can't, there is no treasure chest. You have to give it to Null. And I enjoy challenges. I believe it's Half-Life 2 Episode 2 where you can put that garden troll in the buggy and take it the entire game.
Did he just call a garden gnome a garden troll?
Yeah, and it gives you a little achievement.
Yeah, I enjoy shit like that. I enjoy taking this object in the game and having it the entire time, and this is a fucking dumb thing I've done. But making a whole endgame mechanic out of it seems it's a good bit.
It's
if
a
you
good
enjoy
bit.
torturing people.
Like I said, it feels egotistical and totally misses the mark into what this is supposed to be.
Thanks, Mark. I walk into the light and into Luna, and we walk into an anime cutscene. Alex steps forward on the staircase, and he says a confident,
Luna.
Luna's column of light fades, and we get a close-up of Alex's green eyes, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and they twitch in anime. There's a cut to Luna's hand dangling by her thigh and the side of her head. And then we, of course, cut to her feet. The camera pans up her body and stops on her face. She may be blinking in and out of existence, I cannot tell. We cut back to Alex. His eyes are either twitching or watering, and he says,
I'm here.
The camera cuts back to Luna. She looks down in sadness and closes her eyes. She speaks.
I knew you would never abandon me to evil, Alex.
We cut to a wide shot of Alex approaching the column of light. He steps forward and tells Luna,
Yes, now we can finally go back to Berg together.
Luna, who appeared to be shutting her eyes with force, opens them with even more force and tells Alex,
Though Galleon has perished, the fortress of Althena continues to bleed life from the world of Lunar. If it does not cease, all Lunar will become as lifeless as the frontier. But if I leave the fortress, the stored magic will be released too rapidly, and it may end up destroying the entire world of Lunar. I'm a prisoner, Alex.
So she's a nuke? With too much magic?
Once the fortress was activated, it seemed as if there was some of the magic from the surface was being sucked into it. Because remember, I think, didn't we see a scene of the grass turning into the moon surface or whatever?
frontiering out, yeah.
So, but we've never really, we've been told that the Fortress of Althena is activated. And I guess there is some switch to go into God mode or something. And that allows it to...
God the palace cannot live on Earth.
Draw back all of the energy that Althena originally sent out when she decided to become human.
Bountiful harvest.
Back then. So I think that it is on a collision course with taking back all of the magic that Althena gave to the world when she originally made the quote-unquote sacrifice. And I think Galleon's plan was to harness that and then redistribute it the way he saw fit.
Right, but as a consequence for Alex, so girlfriend could turn into bomb if de-godded and returned to girlfriend.
The only way to stop this thing is if girlfriend stays God?
Yeah, otherwise girlfriend turns into bomb, and she dies either way, I don't know. Well, Alex does not accept this information. He screams.
No!
Luna closes her eyes. She's holding back tears as she tells Alex,
I'm sorry, Alex. I must stay here. For Lunar.
Alex emphatically shakes his head. From a variety of camera angles, he tells Luna,
I won't give you up! You mustn't give up either, regardless of how hopeless things may seem. There has to be a way. We must believe in the power that resides within each of us, Luna. I believe each of us is entrusted with a future to realize, and this is not our future.
How do you feel about the line, Chris? I believe each of us is entrusted with a future to realize, and this is not our future. So the future is what we make it, and we cannot have the false future?
Okay, let me tell you what they changed it to in the remaster, because I think it makes it make a lot more sense. He says,
I refuse to give up! And you can't either! Even if things seem hopeless, we've come too far to fail! We have to believe in the power that resides within each of us, Luna. We have to believe in the feeling of hope we were entrusted with, as well as the future that lies ahead.
All right.
so it's basically just
Hope is better than future to realize.
human spirit. Yes, the hope of the human spirit, etc. All that and things of that nature.
Alex stares at Luna, and the animation flashes back to sepia-toned Dine, matching his stare at the goddess Althena.
I always really liked how the ending creates the rhyming of Dine's quest and Alex's quest, and goes back and forth when they're making I think they're making a similar decision. But if it was truly like a history repeats itself thing, which I think would have been cool, you would have Nash running up here saying, no, don't do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, this cycle could repeat it, because it would be Nash that fucks it up all over again.
Yeah.
And becomes like weirdly envious of like Alex leading the next magic. Just that's a great point. Well, unless this is the end of the cycle.
Yeah. So, but in this case, it's like in the end here, because all of Alex's friends are as idealistic as he is, or as hopeful as he is, Alex is going to win. And I think that matches up with this game's idealism.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think that idealism in Lunar is like, it's pretty undefeated. Like it always wins.
Yeah, it is the main theme.
And
I mean, you're not going to fuck the game up. It's not that kind of game.
I know, but I think when idealism and power of friendship types of stories are told and those things always win, I think it makes for a less good story. But I do understand that's what Lunar is just
is like
doing.
we are in Saturday morning cartoon mode still.
Yeah.
Also, you said you kind of liked the parallelism and the rhyming with Dine. I kind of don't like being elbowed in the ribs, being like, hey, it's the same as when Dine did it. Don't you see it's the same as when Dine did it? Like, I already know it's when Dine did it, and I should be trusted to remember that we just saw Dine do this an hour ago.
Yeah, I know it's not subtle, but I kind of like the quick flashes a little bit, and it just...
If it's quick, it's better than replaying the whole thing.
But when it flashes these two things together, it does make you feel like that they are making the same decision, when in reality, I don't think they're making the same decision.
No, it's different context.
Althena is not necessarily making another sacrifice here. She's just trying to prevent shit from blowing up.
Alex smiles and continues.
Luna, if we work together, I'm certain we'll find a way, just like Dine did, remember?
It cuts to Alex's feet as he takes a step forward and prepares to walk into the light. Luna begs him.
Alex, you mustn't try it. It's too dangerous.
Luna.
Alex, no!
Alex no-sells the danger. He walks into the light and starts emitting sparkly shit. Luna again cries.
Alex, you mustn't try it. It's too dangerous.
Luna.
Alex, no!
Alex struggle-breathed, somehow sacrificing his status as a Dragon Master and returning to his normal Alex clothing. Regular old Alex stands in the light, and Luna, not Althena, I think, says his name. Alex offers his hand up to Luna. Smiling, he tells her,
We will always be together. In the past, the present, and the future as well. It's destiny.
Generally, you don't want to say shit like that to a lady. However, in this context, it's fine. Luna, fading in and out of existence, takes Alex's hand. She returns the smile and falls into his embrace. Classically, she says, "Oh, Alex, Alex."
Oh, Alex! Alex!
The camera angle zooms out with Luna and Alex holding each other on the platform. The white column of light then supernovas and engulfs the full platform. Fade to white. Return to the goddess platform in-game. Music sadness plays. Uh-oh, that's the sad music. And we're back to the game. We return to the remaining 4 heroes and Null at the base of the platform. Kyle says,
"So what's going on up there? I can't see a damn thing."
Jessica gets mad at the implication.
"Don't say that, Kyle. Don't you even think that. He'll be fine." "Oh, Alex."
Magical shit sound effects are audible and Nash screams, "Look, the magic isn't flowing into the chamber any longer. Now it's..." Mia finishes Nash's sentence. Chris, you're Mia.
"Flooding outward."
The platform starts to shake, and Jessica notes that this is not good. Nash grabs Mia's sprite and starts to move her away, saving his lady from danger. Or is my dude just getting the fuck out of here and wants to take Mia with him? Who can say? Kyle and Jessica turn around, and Kyle, I think, offers a compliment.
"Quick as a whip as usual, Jess."
Whip sound effect. Nash asks Mia if she's alright, and she is, but she tells Nash we've got to get the fuck out of here. Shit audibly starts to fall apart, and Null offers his opinion.
"I agree with Mia. We have to get out of here or we're done for." The shit continues to shake, and then Null says, "We have to go now."
In harmony, Nash points out that magic is no longer flowing into this place, it's flowing out of this place, thus causing the instability.
Yes. They did talk about magic flowing in and out. I don't remember if it was Nash or Mia, but they did not talk about the instability. But that makes sense because Galleon was sucking in, and now Alex is sucking out.
Yes. Suck in, suck out. It all feels good. Who cares? To my surprise, Nash is the first one to not be a total coward.
Alex and Luna are still up there. We can't leave until we know if they're alive.
Null, through dragon foresight or wishful thinking, tells the gang.
If they're alive, they'll make it out of there just fine.
Jessica steps forward. She calls the bullshit.
"How do you know that, Null? I'm sorry. I'm not going anywhere until I..."
Now Kyle becomes the coward.
"No offense, Jess, but I think we should listen to the cat, LOL."
Jessica expresses regret, but Null becomes the blind optimist.
"I can feel it in my heart that Alex and Luna are all right. Please believe me."
Null adds a, "Here we go," and
Here
then
we go.
Off-screen dragon morphs against a white screen. Null says,
mustn't fail. I'd be lost without you.
And in the remaster, he says,
Alex, I believe in you. I believe you can save Luna without destroying this world. You mustn't fail. I'd be lost without you.
CG anime cutscene. Against a dark, stormy sky, the fortress of Althena starts to short out, topple, and eventually come crashing to the ground. The 4 remaining heroes observe it as they stand proud on a nearby cliff. The camera slow pans across all of their faces, and none of them can believe this shit. Null rests on Mia's shoulder now. The fortress crashes into a giant body of water and explodes. A weepy Jessica says,
Oh, Alex, Luna.
The massive explosion fades and dissolves into sparkles. Jessica turns her head to cry, flinging tears as she buries her face in Kyle's arms. Kyle, sad boy, stares and laments.
Alex, you dumb kid. Why'd you take the risk?
Mia makes clear what happened.
Alex and Luna sacrificed their lives to save this world from destruction.
Null cries and adds,
Oh, Alex and Luna, they're gone forever.
Nash stares down in mourning but says nothing. But then a white light erupts out of the crash site. Jessica stops crying and turns around, right as the light radiates a wave of restorative energy, returning the surface from a barren wasteland back to the green earth. Kyle tells us what happened.
Look at the ground. It's alive again.
The sky clears from cloudy purple to clear blue, setting a portrait shot of the gang against the blue star. Fucking Alex and Luna teleport in, with Alex holding Luna, free of her sex gear and draped in a modesty blanket. Everyone does a wide-eyed inhale of astonishment. Null's tail gets an erection and he remarks,
Alex! Luna! You're all right!
Alex returns to the surface and Luna's bare foot slips out of the blanket and makes contact with the grass. The foot thing is here, man.
It's here.
Alex puts his arm around Luna and the camera slow pans across the other 4 heroes. They're all smiling and jubilant, eyes twitching, happy tears replacing sad sobs. Alex correctly states,
We did it. It's over.
Jessica addresses Luna.
We were so worried about you. Oh, Luna.
Luna, who barely knows any of these people, cries and tells her new friends,
Oh, Jessica. I'm just so happy to see you all.
She hugs and the girls and everyone laughs. Through a wide shot on a cliff against the moon, Kyle sums it all up.
Well done, Alex. Well done.
He says nicely done, the remaster.
That's nice.
What do you like better? Nicely?
I like nicely.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Sega CD?
Yes.
Goddess Chamber to Ending. We're going to just redo it all. We're going back in time to learn more about the future. Sega CD usually reveals previously unknown details and expand upon stories that, in many opinions, are better.
Yeah, weird that we're playing the complete version and we're getting more complete information in the Sega CD version.
Music, grindery battle continues, and we get in there, the rust and navy-colored room, and Luna tells Alex he's too late. Quote, My heart and soul already belong to the Magic Emperor, Galleon. She wonders why we persist. She says, just go home and resign yourself to mankind's fate. Null calls the bullshit. Sure enough, this version of Luna morphs into Zenobia. Fuck me.
What?
She wants to fight. She says, I'm sending you in a one-way express train to obliteration, boy.
Wow.
When you fight Zenobia, she is a red and blue six-armed octopus monster holding 4 swords. Well, after you beat her, you step into a teleporter, which takes the gang to a new location where music Goddess Tower plays. The gang approach Magic Emperor, and he looks fucked up. Null tells us that he's been mutating since he turned evil, and his transformation is almost complete. He looks the same to me, though, since he's still just the guy in that armor suit. Well, when we approach the Magic Emperor, he gets into a formidable bitmap cutscene and speaks. I said cutscene, but I'm not correcting it.
Yeah, I noticed.
So, little Alex became a Dragon Master. How endearing. You've come to fight for the soul of your dear Luna, but you're too late. I'm already in control of the goddess. Face it, you don't stand a chance, Dragon Boy.
Music, Final Battle 2 plays, and we're fighting him. And we kill him. And by we kill him, I mean Nintendo Complete on YouTube kills him.
Thank you, Nintendo Complete. Appreciate that.
Music, Goddess Tower resumes in this game, but we'll probably continue to listen to Final Battle Part 2 because it's its own unique song, Chris. The Magic Emperor lies slumped over in a pool of Sega CD blood. He screams, not yet, but seems to remain dead. Nintendo Complete takes time to heal himself. Alex enters the next room and finds a twisty-turny, windy space bridge made from ice.
Cool.
The bridge terminates in Luna, and it kicks out to a fucking sinister bitmap where Luna, with red eyes and huge tits, looks down at Alex and speaks.
Infidels! How dare you invade my inner sanctum? Prepare to die!
Then back in the game, 2 dragon angels descend from the heavens.
What?
They tell Alex that Galleon's been destroyed, but Althena's soul remains fucked.
The soul still burns?
Quote, but fear not, I will use my universal power to raise her back into the light.
Who are these guys?
Dragon angels. Null is relieved, but the dragon angels go on to say that Luna is only a temporary form of the goddess. Once they awaken her, her memory of her life on our world will cease to exist. They wish there were some other way. They begin the spell, but then 2 ice fireballs fly up the screen and fuck these things up. The dragon angels explode and die.
What?
How come that happened, Chris? What do you think happened?
Galleon's here.
Galleon's theme plays, and we cut to a bitmap of Galleon, no helmet, looking winded. He gets on the mic.
I'm not finished with you yet. You'll never make it out of here alive, dragon boy. Cower in fear as I demonstrate my true power.
On true power on that, the bitmap zooms in on his eyes and he starts bleeding blue blood. What do you think about that shit?
He's not human, he's an elf.
Then it cuts to a shot of the floor with blue blood dripping everywhere. Then the armor clanks against the ground and we hear a sinister laugh. Galleon is now a tall, horned blue demon corrupted by the magic of Lunar.
Wait, he's a demon corrupted by the magic of Lunar.
Yeah. The magic has corrupted Galleon
he
and forced him into this demonic
form.
form.
Did he also suck in all the green earth when in the fortress
But
here
he's done too much of it.
But
when you do too many drugs, you get all fucked up.
But now he's been corrupted. So does he look all crazy and fucked up?
He looks fucked up. You should look at how fucked up he looks.
All right.
Music, Final Battle Part 2 plays, and we're fighting a bull demon thing, and it's on fire. That's what he looks like.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead. Oops, we killed him. Alex ascends, Goddess Tower resumes, and Alex ascends those stairs. The spirits of the dragon angels emerge once more as sparkles. They tell Alex that this is all busted. Luna's power has grown beyond their control. But if she dies, Alex will now die too, since their souls are intertwined. Quote, and as gods of compassion, we cannot execute that act, end quote.
Who is a god of compassion?
The dragon angel spirits.
Thought we killed them.
They came back as spirits, and we didn't kill them, Galleon did. We fought them for like fakesies last time.
So
all right.
Okay, so there's 2 dragon angel spirits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway, Alex can execute that act. They claim that if Alex can cut through the darkness, he is no longer a dragon master and Luna will no longer be a goddess. They are 2 souls reaching through the darkness to find solace in one another. There's then some kind of chat hype session with all the friends, encouraging your boy, all that shit.
Got it.
At one point, Kyle tells Alex to use the power of love, and then, at least that's what I'm scripted to say at this point. A good spanking is more along the lines of what I'd really try first to jog those memories of all the good times.
A good spanking.
He literally says, at least that's what I'm scripted to say right now, and then he goes on to talk about spanking.
Working designs.
I think that's Victor acknowledging that that's what Kyle's supposed to say, but we got to talk about perv stuff.
Wow. That's wild. That's egregious.
Jet, yeah, push the button.
We can't scroll Sega CD, I don't think. I think we determined.
I thought we'd established precedent that we could, but I'll believe your current actions, Chris.
Okay, thank you.
Jessica will heal Alex when you talk to her. This is important because Luna's lightning blast as Alex walks up the ice ramp do actual numbered damage. Numbers fall out. She zaps Alex a fuck ton of times for 36 damage each time. On the walk, Luna and Hinch can get her memory back if Alex plays their song. So you gotta whip out your what instrument, Chris?
It's a harp.
You gotta whip out your harp and play it. At the top of the stairs, it kicks out to a bitmap cutscene.
Who are you? Your power shields you from my spells. Don't come any closer. Stay there. No, get back. Get away. One more step and you die.
You.
During the scream that we just heard is where the censored Luna nudity is visible in the original version. You know, where they like censored out the titty outline.
The titty outline.
The titty outline.
The
you know about from episode 1. We talked about the censored version of this.
The booby bones.
Yep. When it comes back, there's a bitmap of Luna in a modesty towel lying long ways in Alex's arms. Alex has a big goddamn smile on his face, and Luna speaks again.
Alex? It's really you. I was trapped in a terrible nightmare. It was dark and I was so cold and alone. But I never doubted that you would come and rescue me. Not even for a minute. Oh, Alex. Alex.
And there's a nice moment where Alex and Luna turn sepia, then sepia-toned portraits of everyone else, including Tempest and Fresca, appear in a static group shot. That's it, fade to black. Working Design's voice, localization credits before anything else, which I find to be hilarious. So behind the credits are sepia-tone bitmaps of, I assume, post-game sequences, epilogue sequences. Would you like me to reveal what those are in Sega CD, Chris?
Yes.
Jessica crying as she hugs an unstoned Mel.
Good.
Mia being awarded some kind of medal with Nash smiling in the background.
Oh, maybe it's her leadership medal.
Leadership medal.
Matrix of leadership.
That's it. Tempest and Fresca riding horsies. Oh, I'm not making this up, am I? Jessica in her underwear smoking a cigarette while Kyle hides a heart plushie behind his back like he's about to give her a gift. Note to self, this cigarette is open to interpretation, but I have no idea what else she would be holding. Okay.
All right, fine.
Mia holding a lamp above Nash while he reads a book. Ramus surrounded by smiling, cheerful women. Dine walking off into the sunset. Alex, Luna, and Null standing on a cliff, staring out into the countryside. The camera pans up to reveal the moon, and the screen tints blue. The end. And a final voice sample.
Oops. Too long.
During the credits, there is a trademark acknowledgement from General Mills stating that Wheaties was used with permission.
They got permission for the Wheaties.
They did.
Wow, they must have not gotten re-permission for the Wheaties for the remaster. Because they took it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well, that's all of the end of both games, Chris. There's certainly not a massive epilogue in Maribia we're going to get to in the next episode, is there?
No, there's not. Absolutely not. This podcast is over. Sorry, bye, RealNet. Just kidding. But before we go to the RealNet, I do have some bonus content for us real quick.
Great, yeah.
Real quick bonus content. Uh-huh. While I was looking for some pictures of Galleon as the final boss on
Sega CD is the... Mm-hmm.
On Sega CD, I came across the final boss battle in Lunar Legends for the Game Boy Advance.
Right.
And we're not covering that.
No, we only play the music right now.
But I am going to read the dialogue between Alex and Galleon when you meet Galleon towards the end of the game, like at the altar or whatever.
Yeah. Sneak preview.
Sneak preview.
Give Luna back, Galleon. Galleon says, heh, that I cannot do. Althena is going to sacrifice that bod for our new goddess, Althena.
That bod. Hell yeah. That is in the spirit of Working Designs for sure.
Galleon says it, though, which is weird. He says, Althena is going to sacrifice that bod for our new goddess, Althena. And then Alex says, what in all caps? Like, bod?
Bod. Hot bods. Luna has a hot bod, Chris. Don't be envious of her physical form. It is the ideal form, realized in Goddess. She's got them feet. That's all I got. I don't know. What does she look like in GBA? Do you have a visual on this? Is the bod hot?
I just have
10 pixels high.
I just have the boss battle, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I'm sorry about that.
Hot bod.
Everybody. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about this for now. Okay. Let's go to RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Just a little thing I stumbled across when we were doing all that stuff. Azelle says, motherfucking Nash has the gall to bait us with character growth. I'm not sure you're out of the danger zone yet to justify that.
Not quite.
No, that would have been the perfect time for him to come try to stop Alex from doing what he did. Omnigear says Nash reads all his hero lines off an index card.
Yeah. They're like in his pocket that he just takes out to like memorize real quick. So they're not perfect.
No colon, cool name, says, let's end this conversation so we can watch you make love to your sister wife.
Yeah.
Is an alternate reading of what Kyle was saying.
Yeah, what if they just started like making out and all the other friends were just hanging out?
Yeah.
And looking around like...
On that note, Eric Vanine says, why is everyone telling Alex to have sex with Luna in front of Galleon's dead body.
Kyle would absolutely ask Nash to smell his fingers.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that wasn't in the game. Helmel says Luna has fully become the Althena who did apartheid on the moon.
What if that doesn't fix anything? Like, I'm anxious to play episode Lunar Eternal Blue to see if the frontier still exists. Because I forgot, I don't know if there's peace on Earth after this.
Lopsop Doy says, all this talk about Galleon's motivation brings to mind a thing I had to realize when writing my dissertation, which is that the motivation really doesn't matter that much if the result is indistinguishable. No one can ever prove what someone else feels in their heart, you know?
That's kind of a thing that you learn in therapeutic situations is it doesn't matter what the intent was. If the person felt something, then that was the valid feeling that you need to work out from it.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of lines up.
Only results matter, Chris.
Eric Verdine says, love is the greatest of Althena's gifts, which is why the Vile Tribe doesn't deserve it. Seems like that's the way it went, right?
I think so, but again, the game's not prepared to unpack why they don't deserve it. They seem like a swell bunch of fellows. We even got healed at that hospital, the world's only hospital. They let us use it once.
Lopside Doy says, I do think that the point here is to say that the most noble feelings can lead to evil deeds. And also, this story is clearly written for younger audiences than us jaded millennials and Gen Zers.
Yeah, also true. Again, we say that we're writing a better story, but it wasn't intended to be an especially deep thing. We wish it was because we crave meaning as we construct a large podcast, but nope.
Yeah. Omnigear says, as an adult, it seems to me like this game borrows tropes without fully understanding them, and it's kind of frustrating. Eric Verdine says, I would have definitely played through this game if I had borrowed it from my friend at the time, but I don't think it would have stuck in my memory very much. Which is actually the opposite of me. This game stuck in my memory a lot. I mean, there's some nuances that I forgot, but the ending, even the flashbacks to Dyne and Alex going back and forth towards the final walk up to the goddess were totally there in my mind. I remembered all of that stuff. And so I think that says something. This game did a pretty good job with having some peak memorable moments, but there's just a lot of stuff kind of in the middle that is quite forgettable. And that stuff I did forget. So peaks and valleys for this game.
There's a lot to unpack with using tropes without understanding them either, because I think that was characteristic of a lot of JRPGs from the 90s that were made very quickly under tight budgets.
Yeah. It just feels like, when Hironobu Sakaguchi made Final Fantasy IV, he wanted to make his movie, right? His story.
I guess.
Sort of that's the way it feels. It plays out in a way that you would want a book or a film to play out.
But how do you resist from doing that the first time you make a game? You know what I mean? Why is it... I know 4 wasn't his 4th Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But how did... I don't know, whenever you make something, how do you know you're not prepared to do your ultimate thing yet? You've got to practice on other things first.
Yeah. And that's a good question. And I feel like he had worked his way up to that point. And, we haven't looked at Final Fantasy IV through this kind of lens. But I say that as to say, I don't know if when they wrote this game, they were thinking beyond the surface level tropes.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think so.
And it just didn't come out.
Let's just establish these. I mean, Nash honestly has more character depth than anyone else because of how often he fucks shit up.
Yeah. And it's possible that they did have a more grandiose story to tell and just failed at doing it, but that doesn't really feel like, to me, it doesn't feel like that was the intent. Helmel says there's a Return of Ultraman episode about an alien girlfriend who's a bomb.
Yeah, there needs to be more girlfriend bomb in fiction and not in the Metal Gear Ground Zeroes type of way.
Metal Gear?
What the hell are you doing, Snake? You've got to stop Metal Gear!
Omnigear says, Oi!
We should translate that.
You know what there's a reference to?
No.
Oi!
The ending of Xenogears where they didn't translate Bart saying, hey.
Oh, yeah, and he just said, yes, you're right.
Because it did kind of, I won't spoil it, but it did have similar imagery there at the end. Apparently we have scrolled Sega CD before, according to Helmel.
Yeah, I thought we had, but we had agreed not to for Harmony because it wasn't a Working Designs joint.
Ryder Rock says, bonus episode ranking all the scroddles. No.
Oh, God.
That would have required us to document them along the way. No Colon says, a girlfriend bomb is a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
That's true.
You're right.
Yes.
I'm surprised that there wasn't a Metal Gear girlfriend at some point. I guess there was, Beauty and the Beast. Well, that was over Metal Gear, but you know what I mean.
Ugh. I need to go see how that new Metal Gear remake is being received.
I haven't looked.
It's out.
I haven't looked.
I watched a little bit of somebody play it. I don't remember who it was.
I started Death Stranding 2 yesterday.
Oh, good for you. Well, thank you real enough for joining us today. We'll see you on the next episode because there is going to be another episode because we have to cover the epilogue of this game in its entirety. And there's some pretty decent stuff in there. So we'll see you next time on Retrograde Amnesia. This episode was recorded on August 29th, 2025. Thank you, Mark,
Shepard,
for the music.
How come Eric never says thanks?
And you can find us on Blue Sky or YouTube at Retrograde Amnesia or on the internet at retroam.com. Support this podcast at patreon.com/retroam and get bonus episodes, miniseries, live recording sessions, and access to the real net. Eric, until next time.
We've revived God, killed God, dehumanized, rehumaned God. What are...
Yes, we have rehumaned God.
Okay, yes, we have rehumaned God.
Yes, we have rehumaned God.
And now, have a big dream. Save podcast. Save it.
How can this be? My future, my destiny was securely in my grasp. I had only to claim it. Now I am disgraced yet again.
Fucking Mr. Coffee. It's like a $19 coffee maker is not supposed to make good coffee for 10 consecutive years. Fucking garbage.
Probably not. Just use a lighter and boiling water.
Like a grill lighter and hold up like the coffee in a jar and light that up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Once more, our world is under power. No. I know you and Luna, but I know nothing, or I know that nothing says no. There's nothing in your head, at least in the magical. It is kind of similar to the final solution.
Oh.
For the ending?
Yeah.
The ending anime? Yeah, unless for some reason you got to go.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's do that, and then we'll just do the epilogue and the...
Well, no, I mean, just like, for every line, are we going to stop and put in the PS1 version and the remix version?
Oh, for every line?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I mean, we can. I just don't know if that becomes tedious from the listener perspective.
I would say if at any point we stop and have a discussion about a line, then we'll throw it in there and then kind of chunk it like that.
Play it by ear.
Yeah.
I knew you would never abandon me to evil, Alex. The Galleon's Paris, Fortress of Althena continues, but rapidly may end up destroying the entire world of Lunar. I'm a prisoner, Alex. I'm sorry, Alex. I must stay here for Lunar. Won't give up, must give up. Dialogue here. We will always be together in the past, the present, and the future, as well as destiny.
Oh, fucking god damn it. Sorry.
Luna. I'm here.
I knew you'd never abandon me to evil, Alex.
Of course not. We need to go back to Berg together.
Though Galleon has been defeated, now that the Fortress of Althena has been activated, it cannot be stopped. If it is allowed to continue on its course, all of Lunar will become as lifeless as the wasteland of the frontier. However, if this body dissipates, the magic it's absorbing will go out of control and release enough force to destroy the whole world.
Luna!
I'm so sorry, Alex. I can't go. I must stay here for Lunar.
I refuse to give up! And you can't either. Even if things seem hopeless, we've come too far to fail. We have to believe in the power that resides within each of us, Luna. We have to believe in the feeling of hope we were entrusted with, as well as the future that lies ahead. I know that we'll find a way to overcome this if we just trust in our hearts and work together, Luna. You and I will always be together no matter what, Luna. In the past, present, and future. It's destiny.
You dumb kid. Now look what you've done.
Alex and Luna chose to sacrifice their own lives to save this world from destruction.
Alex, Luna, they're gone forever. Alex!
We did it. It's over.
We were all so worried. Look now.
Oh, Jessica, I'm just so glad to see you.
Alice, is that how we're going to say her name? Alice? I just wanted to get to the part where he said skedahead. Did I? I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, I didn't. I headed up the stairs.
See, she says, Nash, I've never seen you like this before. I've never seen... Sorry, my thing is glitching.
It's okay. It's a lot on your shoulders here. I missed all of this.
Okay. That we...
Behold, the deity of our world, and the one who you are bound to serve. Now, I order you to kneel before the goddess and submit to her will, Dragon Master!
Null in classic fiction. Null in classic fashion.
Especially if she was wearing the getup Luna's got on. So is it different years?
No, that part was the same.
There's nothing your head can do that can't stop your heart?
No, after you should try with Luna. Hey, remember the fairy tale where the prince wakes up the sleeping princess with a kiss?
Yeah.
You should try with Luna, and then what followed that? Note to self, ask Chris to get Ocarina sound effect. Wonder why I didn't do that. Oh well. It's a momentous occasion. So programming note, anime cutscene. Are we going to do both versions of dialogue for the entire thing?
All of us is entrusted with a future to realize, and this is not our future.
I believe each of us is entrusted with a future to realize, and this is not our future.
No one's making it. No one's making...
Is the next part in-game, or is it also Japanese anime?
He said... The ship begins to continue shaking. No, wait. It cannot begin to continue.
Was voiced in harmony, but I don't think it was voiced in the original version. If I'm wrong, I'll put the voice in.
Okay.
Jessica crying as she hunged and hunged.
Is there... Kirby, what are you doing?
Should I not encourage the dog by petting it?
Oh, no, it's fine. I think she wants to go outside, so...